Good morning, Canes fans. It's Perk with Just to Win Canes, and finally putting some content out since Canes' final game. My last video was the pit game, in which I predicted that the Canes would squeak out a very close victory through points and make bowl eligibility. That did not happen. And so I have been in mourning ever since that day. I haven't put out any videos, but here I am. Here I am back because the recruiting trail is so hot. Now, I know that Mario Cristobal is criticized for being a good head coach, but not being a good game day coach. He doesn't grab the cans and the clipboard and start calling plays and stuff. He doesn't do that, right? He's more of the general, the CEO guy. But you can't fault him for his recruiting ability. His recruiting ability is as good, if not better, than Bill's, right? After a abysmal season that we had, it doesn't seem to have affected his recruiting whatsoever. In fact, it might even got more buy-in. I don't know what he's saying, what he does, but he has got these recruits on fire, right? The only commit that I think we've really lost is that kid that went to the Gators. We flipped people. People that he's recruited all along have stayed. You got guys from Oregon that are begging to come play for the Canes next year. It's amazing. So I'm going to read off a few names and some demographics here. And you tell me if you see a theme. These recruits. Frankie Tenelau, 6'5", 315, offensive tackle. He's going to be all mostly linemen, offensive, defensive. Tommy Kinsler, 6'6", 330. Antonio Tripp, 6'3", 300. Francis Maragoa, 6'5", 330. And honorable mention, hasn't committed yet verbally, but is the favorite for Miami. We'll find out in the next couple of days. Samson Okanola, 6'6", 315. You notice the theme there? Big boys. He's putting beef back on the line, where all your down linemen are in the 300s. Linebackers are no less than 220. But you got some you got edge rushers at 250. Even his tight end recruits are 225, 230. Over 6 foot. It looks like that Mario Cristobal is trying to take us back into the Jimmy Johnson era with linemen, and I freaking love it. Now, I have felt, and maybe you felt the same way, that over the years that we have sacrificed beef up front on the line for speed. Like, we've recruited and got a lot of guys that that had some speed, linebackers especially, but not a lot of beef, at least not consistently across that front four. But it seems like we're getting back to that, and I think with the lack of development that we have right now in the quarterback room, and our young quarterbacks, and Tyler Van Dyke, who's a more than competent quarterback, you can't get anything done at the QB position, regardless of your skill level, if you're running for your life every play. Right? So we have needed a good offensive line, especially, for a while, and it looks like we're trending in that direction. Right? I would predict, obviously some of these freshmen, this is not even the portal. This is guys coming out of high school. I would predict that some of these freshmen are going to have to play. You know, there's some guys that have some definite talent that are going to get at least some limited play, but they're gonna have to. They might end up burning their year of eligibility right off the bat because we have so much needs and lack of depth. Especially, we've had a lot of guys who shall not be named have hit the portal and gone on to greener pastures. And hey, I don't blame them. Business decision. You got to do what you got to do. If you don't fit the culture, if this is the new Miami is not what you want to be a part of, then have fun. Playing for Rhett Lashley, SMU, who, by the way, I'm gonna throw this out there. His Rhett Lashley offense is only good for 7 wins. I said it. He had 7 wins with us. He's got 7 wins with SMU. He's good for 7 wins. That's all you're going to get out of it. I said it. It's out there. But, a couple guys are going to play for SMU. We got one guy who went to Florida State. A couple guys that's trying to go pro that probably shouldn't. But I wish them the best. Anyhow, but between our new recruits and the guys we get out of the portal, I mean, I don't think it's too much to ask to get an 8-win season next year. I mean, I just don't want to set my expectations too high. Come in and go, man, with the guys we're getting out of portal and, we're going to get 9, 10 wins. I'm not going to set myself up for disappointment. I'm going to say at the worst, we should be able to eke out 7 wins and at least match the Manny Diaz era, his last year with Miami. But I would think we could get to 8, possibly 9 wins. Huh? Worst case scenario, just because of lack of development and all the young players, 7 wins. But I'm predicting 8 to 9 wins. Mark it. Huh? Okay. Well, we'll see what happens. I'm following recruiting. I'm gonna keep you guys up on the recruiting. If any big happenings that's going on, things are looking bright. It's a great day to be a Miami Hurricane. Go Kings.